My name's Dustin Burns. We farm at Kandahar, Saskatchewan. These combines are designed for all grains and certainly perform well in the small grains that we farm here.
So my name is Doug Reeve. Farm is the Windy Puppers Farm Ag Venture. You know, canola, wheat, barley, oats, peas, even some grass seed. You know, you've got a combine that can just do it all, literally.
We were running 6 Massey combines, and we went to the ideal, we went down to 5, so it helped with some labor challenges because we got the increased capacity. I think the 5 ideal combines gave us more capacity than 6 of the Masseys did.
My name is Devin Bush. I'm from Watson, Saskatchewan. Well, 3 of these is equal to 4.5 of our Massey combines that we had.
We can make longer passes to make the field, tackle the fields more efficiently instead of having to break them up, so that we can basically manage it for the grain cart and the hopper capacity size of the combine. The ground speed is faster, and with the better management of the shoe load, we don't have to watch the loss the same way we used to have to.
My name is Jeff Kilo. I farm with my dad and 2 brothers, about 11,000 acres, and we grow wheat, barley, canola, and lentils.
And my name is Ron Kilo. I'm the patriarch, I guess. We were looking for more capacity. We had 4 Masseys that we used, and labor is at a premium, so we wanted to go down to fewer combines, as in 3. And with their hopper capacity and their machine capacity, it was a no-brainer to do that, and it worked out very well, actually.
My name is John Hamill, and we're here in Red Deer County at Hamill Farms and Red Shed Malting. When we got the Ideal 9 combine, we traded 2 Massey combines in on it. And so then we went down to 1 combine, which really helped us with our manpower on the farm at harvest time.
My name is Calvin Bush. I'm the owner of CJD Bush Farms at Watson, Saskatchewan here. I'm going to be brutally honest. I am not one of these that will sugarcoat anything. The John Deeres, the yellow New Hollands, or the Fendts, we grow the seeds to put them in the hopper, not out the back end. And we test hard, we look hard. These Fendts do a fantastic job. And I will put my name to that. I really will.
I had just went into it, put in the canola settings that were on the combine and maybe fine-tuned it a bit and compared it to our other ones. And at that point, I believe we had about a 50 bushel crop at 4.5 to 5 mile an hour. It was at 0.8 bushel an acre throw over, which is very exceptional without checking anything or hardly fine-tuning it. Our Masseys, I had thrown it in at those crop conditions, I was at 1.4. So right then and there, I was happy.
The balancing of the cleaning shoe load is the big thing that the Ideals managed to do. So mustard's an unusual crop. It's not the same as canola, but we did a drop pan test and registered less than a 1/4 bushel loss. So that's, you know, when mustard is high value, that's a really big deal.
Just from the seat of the combine, you can tell that it's performing. The sample that you're able to achieve, man alive, like it's impressive, really.
The grain sample of these combines, it's some to do with our adjustments or whatever, but it makes a beautiful sample.
My name is Derwin Square. We grow oats, wheat, and canola mainly. The canola is really clean. We store a lot of our grain, and anytime you're storing chaff, you're just wasting storage space. So to have a good clean sample is important for that.
My name is Evan Shawfrost. We farm primarily canola, lentils, and wheat.
My name is Carla Shawfrost, and I assist in the operation here at the farm.
My name's Ethan Shawfrost. I farm outside of Arlee, Saskatchewan.
With our Massey, we didn't lose much out the back, and the quality was unbelievable. The Ideal is just that much better. Every year I get a custom grain cleaner to come out and clean my grain, and he says the same thing. He says, you have the cleanest sample of all the guys, and they do 1 million bushels a year of cleaning. And they say, I know exactly the type of combine you have to be running, and Ideal, your sample is just unbelievable.
From an ROI perspective, you know, you gotta have these instruments that can get you the best possible sample, the highest possible amount of grain in that tank that's usable. And that's That's the bottom line for sure.
My name is Darren Burka. I'm from Snowden, Saskatchewan. We farm just over 10,000 acres. My father farmed, and now my son is going to be farming it.
Well, the grain sample in these is actually crazy. I love how clean it is in these, and they don't throw much out, which is crazy. Like, we got more separation area in these bigger machines, so you can get more speed out of it and more, like a lot cleaner sample.
Cleanliness of the sample is really good on this combine. The losses are really low as well. Like you're easily under a quarter bushel an acre.
It's a big deal. Canola is $15–16 a bushel, so every bushel you put out the back costs you a lot of fun.
We're getting fuel economy out of it, absolutely. More grain per gallon of diesel.
You know, you want to talk about the machine itself. So you've got fuel efficiency, huge gains to be had in fuel efficiency. These combines are incredibly efficient, especially compared to some of the previous demos we've done with other manufacturers. And of course, farmer stock. We all know what other colors are running for fuel consumption, and these are substantially better for sure.
Not only is it a big fuel tank, but the engine is fantastic on fuel. And DEF, I'll have to say, you know, even compared to my Massey, the amount of fuel we're using is less, and we're putting, you know, more volume through it.
We're fueling this combine up. We don't see that we're using any more fuel with this combine, and we're still getting the same, well, we're not getting the same amount of work done. We're getting just about the same amount of work as two combines done. So I think we've improved our fuel economy with the Fendt combine.
We burn 150 liters more in the Fendt combine per day, but the header is 50% bigger. So we're doing 50% more with those combines. They are more efficient.
For our seeding, we're zero till, so if we don't manage our residue coming off the combine, if all your residue is concentrated in one area, you can have poor germination in that area, so it can affect the maturity of your crop as well.
The best thing we can do for spring is to have good residue management in the fall. If we can do it at the combine, it saves us an operation. And even if we do harrow a field afterwards, the job that the combine does is still very important in managing that.
Spread pattern off the back of the combine does matter, and one of the beauties of this thing is that it does very evenly distribute the straw from one side of the combine to the other. You don't have heavy strips of distribution throughout that you'd need to in turn manage anyways.
Usually we have heavy harrowed a lot in the past. And this year we heavy harrowed very little. And even the stuff that we heavy harrowed didn't probably really need done. And so when you think of saving a whole pass across your field with a harrow just to break the straw up to be able to seed, it saves you quite a bit.
I'm Jeff Friedman, and we're between Ridgedale and Brooksby, Saskatchewan right now. We farm with my brother Jamie, and we operate a grain and oilseed farm in northeast Saskatchewan. We're fairly new to the Fendt brand. They're smooth, they're fast, they're kind of feel like that Cadillac of combines. This is the first time I've really put many real hours into one is this year, and it just seems that Cadillac experience, and it's huge.
When you're spending hours and hours inside a machine, like 12, 14 hours a day, you do need some comfort for sitting that long.
What made it easier for my transition to Ideal combines was the combines without a steering wheel. At first, I questioned the move. I'm going to be brutally honest, I questioned that move. But now, since we've straight cut it, I do not want to look over a steering wheel. I don't want to look side to side. I don't want to move the steering wheel down so I can look over top. The sight line is fantastic.
I wouldn't go back to the steering wheel after having a joystick, because I ran that one for the first year that we had the joystick, and I would not go back to simplicity and just the quicker turning, everything to do with it.
I guess it's like a snapback joystick kind of a throttle, and that makes a huge difference in sort of like your arm and hand comfort while you're operating the machine.
Yeah, and that, you know, I don't think we can stress how excellent that joystick function is. I also have it on my sprayer as well, which is also a Fendt sprayer, and it just saves your arm.
All the controls within the cab are very easy to understand what they're going to do, and easy to identify too. My mom and dad they're in their 60s now, and I wasn't sure how going to a brand new machine, new controls, new everything how well that was going to go, but it went over really well. Like, they caught on really quick, and it was really easy for them.
My name is Jamie Friedman. So we're in Northeast Saskatchewan. The warranty, the service, the replacement, those things alone sell any piece of equipment in our eyes.
The Gold Star program that Fendt has rolled out probably is a part of the reason we went to Fendt.
And so what Ideal did for us with regards to maintenance of combines was basically eliminate it, to be honest.
The Gold Star warranty, it's replacement. The 3 years, you don't have to change your oil, you don't have to do anything to your equipment. It's you're fully looked after, and if something breaks, you get another one.
I had to ask him a couple of times to explain it to me, because I just didn't think that was possible, that was really the program. So we really like that we get this Gold Star program where they come out at the end of harvest, they take our combine back in and they service it all up for us, and they replace any of the worn parts that need to be done.
The costs are just known. For the years that we have that program, we don't have to worry about the oil filters or the engine oil or anything unforeseen. It's very fixed cost, and it's predictable.
The fixed cost when you got a warranty program like this, I think, is the cost of the machine. You know, when you purchase the machine, that is your cost. There's nothing after that.
And it takes a lot of the stress out of farming, and just, if something does happen in the field, you're not worried about what the cost of the repair is going to be.
I would like to tell other farmers is talk to somebody that's running a Fendt. Don't listen to YouTubers. Is that okay? You can use that, okay?
I would say don't even watch those videos, because they're a total different combine than what they were back then. And we knew it coming into it, that it was going to have its ups and downs. The first one, we were very frustrated many times, but the next year there was already improvements.
Yes, there were issues on the Fendt when it first came out. And yes, you can find them online, all those issues. But a lot of those issues have all been addressed and resolved.
And they're worth the money. They'll save you money on fuel, they'll keep more grain in your hopper, and they're simple to run and set. They're just a very good combine.
Does it provide what you're looking for? Is it the best, cleanest sample? Is it the cleanest sample you can get? Absolutely. Is it the lowest loss of any combine out there? I would say yes. Is it efficient? Is it comfortable? To me, it's a combine that it just works.
I know that all of the improvements that they've done have solved every issue that we've had. And what more could a person want than that?